Good morning, children. Hope all of you have learned the previous topic. In the previous class, we have discussed about national political party. Today, we will discuss about the state or regional political parties. Other than the 7 national parties, most of the major political parties of the country are classified by the Election Commission as state parties. These are commonly referred to as regional parties. So, state parties are also known as regional parties. Some of these parties are all India parties that happen to have succeeded only in some states. Parties like Samajwadi Party, Rashtriya Janata Dal have national level political organization with units in several states. Criterion for recognition by the Election Commission as a state party are a party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the Legislative Assembly of a state and wins at least 2 seats is recognized as a state party. So what are the conditions to become a state or regional party? A party that secures at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the Legislative Assembly of a state and wins at least 2 seats is recognized as a state or regional party. Let's see the regional parties in India. Refer textbook page number 82. Here we can see the various regional parties in India. Next, we will discuss about the topic challenges to political parties. All over the world, people express strong dissatisfaction with the failures of political parties to perform their functions well. This is the case in our country too. Popular dissatisfaction and criticism has focused on 4 problem areas in the working of political parties. Political parties need to face and overcome these challenges in order to remain effective instruments of democracy. Let's discuss the challenges or the problems faced by the political parties. The first challenge faced by the political party is lack of internal democracy within parties. There is a tendency in political parties towards the concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. Parties do not keep membership register, do not hold organizational meetings, and do not conduct internal elections regularly. As a result, ordinary members of the party do not get sufficient information on what is happening inside the party. As a result, the leaders assumes greater power, make decisions in the name of the party. So what is the problem of lack of internal democracy? Here, concentration of power in one or few leaders at the top. And political parties do not keep membership register, do not hold organizational meetings, and do not conduct internal elections regularly. As a result, ordinary members of the party do not get sufficient information on what is happening inside the party. This problem is known as lack of internal democracy. The second challenge is dynastic succession. In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of one family. This is unfair to other members of that party. This is also bad for democracy, since people who do not have adequate experience or popular support come to occupy positions of power. So, this is against the spirit of democracy. What is the second challenge faced by the political parties? Dynastic succession. What is dynastic succession? In many parties, the top positions are always controlled by members of one family. It denies the opportunities of other efficient persons to serve our country. And this is against the spirit of democracy. The third challenge is about the growing role of money and muscle power in parties, especially during elections. Here, parties are focused only on winning elections, and they tend to use shortcuts to win elections. They tend to nominate those candidates who have or can raise loads of money. Rich people and companies who give funds to the parties tend to have influence on the policies and decisions of the party. In some cases, political parties support criminals who can win elections. So people all over the world are worried about this growing role of money and muscle power in democratic politics. The fourth challenge is lack of meaningful choice. Very often, parties do not seem to offer a meaningful choice to the voters. In order to offer meaningful choice, parties must be significantly different. In recent years, there has been a decline in the ideological differences among the parties. Hence, people are left with no choice. Almost all parties have more or less same policy. Hence, people have no meaningful choice to select a particular political party as the best one on the basis of their ideologies and policies. So, what are the challenges faced by the political parties? First one, lack of internal democracy. Second point, dynastic succession. Third, money and muscle power. Fourth, lack of meaningful choice. Let me conclude today's session. I hope all of you have understood the content clearly. For your reference, I have uploaded the URL. Go through it. Notes are also attached along with this. Take it down. A test question paper is also there. Try it yourself. Thank you.